Okay, here's a good question where you need to determine. Oh, sorry. Okay, so you were asked to find the molarity. So that's concentration, right? So I have to go C equals N over V. Volume, I've got a volume right there, 225 milliliters, good. Moles, oh, I don't have. So I have to figure out moles. I know another formula is moles is equal to mass over molar mass. They gave me a mass, yeah. And the molar mass of sodium sulfate I've conveniently done right over there already. So I'm going to start with this formula here. So first I'm going to calculate the moles of sodium sulfate. So moles is equal to mass over molar mass. The mass is 6.33 grams. The molar mass is 142.05 grams per mole. Grams cancel out. Okay, divide this. I should have had that division done already. 6.33 divide 142.05. Okay, it comes out to 0.044561, etc. moles. So that's how many moles of sodium sulfate I have. Now I can figure out the concentration. So now I'm going to calculate the concentration of sodium sulfate. So concentration is moles over volume. Moles I just got 0.044561, etc. divided by the volume, and I have to make sure I put that into liters. So it's 0.225 liters. 0.225 liters. So I'm going to divide those two numbers. Divide 0.225. Is that right? Yep. Equals 0.1980523, etc. And this is moles. So my answer is in moles per liter. And that's molarity. And that's good. I should round to sig figs. I have 3 sig figs there, 3 there, and 5 there. So I got to go to 3. So I'd call it 0.198 moles per liter, or molarity, or molar. Now, I think this is a good question, and this is the concentration of sodium sulfate. Just an extension on that question that would be a nice one would be, and it's not part of the question, I'm just making it up, would be to calculate the concentration, say, of sodium ions when you put that in solution. So to calculate sodium ions in solution, oh, that's interesting. I'm just looking up here, and I think that, yeah, anyway, that's the right answer there. Anyway, when you dump sodium sulfate into solution, it dissociates. So I have sodium sulfate. If I dump it into water, this will break into sodium ions and sulfate ions. And then I need to balance. I have 2 sodiums here, so I need 2 sodiums over there. So if the concentration of sodium sulfate initially was 0.198 molar, then my question is, what would be the concentration of sodium ions, and what would be the concentration of sulfate ions? So this concentration of sulfate ions, since it's the coefficient there is 1, this would just be the same, 0.198 moles per liter. Whereas the sodium, I'm going to have to times that by 2. So let me do that. Get my number, times 2 equals, so it would be, and to round it to sig figs, 0.396 molar. So like I said, that third part there isn't part of the original question, but it's a nice question that extends from the other one. On the test, I could ask you to do all 3. So if they give you grams, I have to convert that first to moles, and then with the volume, convert that moles with a volume into a concentration. And then if they say what's a concentration of one of the ions, like the sodium ions or the sulfate ions, I need to write a dissociation equation and then calculate, based on the coefficients of the equation, calculate the concentration of each individual ion. All right, hopefully that helps with that question.